My name is Glenn Fajardo. I am the Chief Learning Officer of Digital Media Academy. I'm also a design educator. I teach at the Stanford D School and have been part of that teaching community for the last 10 years. STEAM education is constantly changing, and teachers must navigate many curriculum resources. They must adapt to new technologies, and they must manage a limited time. So DMA is your ongoing partner for navigating change in STEAM education. We offer targeted plug-and-play courses that are aligned with educational standards. These courses are customizable in rigor and pacing for diverse student needs, so they can be adjusted by teachers for their specific students. These courses reduce the planning burden and allow focus on student interactions. They're designed to spark creativity, foster critical thinking, and nurture 21st century skills. And we offer an ongoing partnership with regular updates and alignment with tech advances. Instead, it is an ongoing partnership where we're constantly supporting you and kind of getting feedback on your experience. And we're able to not only update courses, but also offer new courses based on your evolving needs. And we've been doing this for 25 years. We were founded at Stanford in 1999 and then became an independent organization. And we've been around for a quarter of a century at this point. So the courses are focused on transforming theoretical knowledge into practical skills. So this is not just about like understanding like the concept of things or the kind of the idea of it, but actually being able to put it in practice and to be able to make and innovate based on the knowledge that you have, but use it in a very practical way. Many of the courses that we have use a project-based approach with real-world scenarios, and they inspire creativity and critical thinking beyond traditional lectures. So they're the kind of courses that you may not have the kind of the bandwidth or resources to always develop or update on your own. So we kind of fill that gap and are able to be a valuable resource in that regard to your entire education portfolio. We also reduce time spent searching for appropriate curricular resources by providing like a reliable resource that is an ongoing partner. We help teachers keep current with changing technologies, help teachers help their students create with new technologies, as I've mentioned. And I think that a key concept that I'd like to underline is that the courses are both plug and play, so you can kind of take them and run with them very quickly, but they're also adjustable for your students' needs. I'll highlight ISTE as one example, but there's also other standards that we are aligned with, and you can check out information on this on our website as well. So we have different subject areas such as computer science, digital arts, music and media, engineering, game development, and business. And then we have three major types of courses. Foundation courses are the courses that have introductory level knowledge, concepts, and technical skills. They're designed at more of a beginning level, and they have a lot of teacher resources behind them, so they don't require any teacher expertise. We suggest things that are kind of software or hardware that you probably already have, or software that is available for free. So we try to avoid having any additional software costs involved in these courses, and then you can expect about 10 to 15 hours per course. Discovery courses, our next level is these are kind of learning new technical and creative skills, and this is moving using industry standard software and hardware. At this level, in terms of discovery courses, these range from beginner to intermediate. Depending on the specific course, you may require a subject specialist for some courses, but not all. And then academy courses are rigorous courses that meet university and industry demands, and these are kind of like one more kind of level up in terms of complexity and rigor. So the first example, this is Intro to AI for Young Learners. This is designed for students who are very young, 5 to 8 years old, and it's the purpose of it is to introduce young learners to AI as a tool, explore kind of how AI learns and spark their creativity through AI-powered projects, and laying a foundation for responsible AI use. And then you can see I'm not going to read all the bullet points, but you can see how there are the kinds of things that would be appropriate for age 5 to 8, but still like getting into a lot of very substantial concepts for that age range. Again, this is Intro to AI for Young Learners as one example. Second example, this is also from computer science, kind of moving up one age bracket to 9 to 12 years old. This one is Meet the Future, AI and Machine Learning. And this one introduces students to the topics of AI and machine learning through showing how AI and machine learning are working in the real world. And so each module walks through a process of discovery, exploring and building and testing different machine learning programs using Scratch and the IBM Watson platform. So you can see like how this kind of ups the ante in certain ways and is both appropriate for that age group, but also quite advanced, but still appropriate for that age group. This one also from computer science, what can you do with your data? This is one more age bracket up, 11 to 15. This is about like really understanding like how we use data and examining like how it is used today, and also ask students to imagine the future of the intersection of data and connectivity. So again, we're kind of we have different levels at which we can help you, and they're age appropriate, but kind of cutting edge, but still very, very accessible for students. We're not just about kind of computer science. We also have digital arts. One course example here, this is for, again, very young kids, age 5 to 8. This is a Don't Stand Still Animate. So it's kind of a fun class on the fundamentals of animation and how animation can be an effective way to tell stories. And so they learn to create their own simple animations, and both using the flip book method and then also using a web-based program to create their own digital animation. So again, the focus here is on making. It's giving the students a background in the concepts, but ultimately it's about their abilities to kind of make things and be a creator and be an innovator in the world, even at age 5 to 8. Another example from digital arts, one age group up, this is watch cartoons, why not create your own? So this is kind of similar to the previous course, but this is a little bit more advanced and appropriate for a slightly older age bracket. They learn about the history of animation and learn about like types of animation. And then they use a mobile-based app called Toontastic 3D, where they're creating 3D animations using their storyboards as a blueprint. Again, the focus is on creating things and making things. And then one more example from digital arts. This is a course for 11 to 15 years old students. This is called Designing Urban Spaces. And so this gets into the role of like architects, urban planners, designers, and how they make cities better places to live. And then they learn how to use things like Tinkercad, and they use their own ideas and research to design an urban space. So those are some examples of different courses that we have available, just to give you a little bit more of a concrete sense of the types of courses that we have. So we can start with course selection, where we have a meeting with you to discuss your course interests. This can be with both administrators and teachers. So we can understand the needs, the goals, and the teacher backgrounds of your school. And so we have an understanding of context, and we can help you select courses that might be the best fit for your school and for your students. Then we have a teacher prep check-in. So we check teachers' familiarity with the course material of the courses that have been selected, so we can identify support needs and build confidence for teachers to facilitate the classes. Then we firm up the plan, come up with like a more kind of specific plan based on what we've identified in steps 1 and 2. And this is also where the payment details are worked out. Then we have teacher training, and the training is designed to prepare teachers to facilitate the courses that we have. Then we have 5 and 6, ongoing support and feedback and innovation. So the support is something where we can schedule monthly or as needed meetings to provide continued guidance and address emerging needs. And then finally, we have feedback and innovation. So we're gathering feedback throughout, and this helps us update our courses and refine our offerings. So various testimonials from our members and the positive experiences that they've had with our courses. And go into a course, the high level structure looks like this. We're going to click on getting started, well organized to kind of help orient a teacher. And there's like different introduction things and kind of like an overview of the organization of the course is a module overview. So you can see that these are samples of what's contained in the course. So you'll see the course overview and teacher guide, lesson preparation materials kind of at the beginning. And then it has like the actual materials of the course throughout, including, things like questions and assignments, including a video, quizzes, and then again, just to underline it, like the assignments that include things where students get into making things. In addition to that, there are resources that you'll see at the bottom of the screen around student self-assessment and also an assessment rubric for teachers to guide them in effective assessment that helps students learn better. And then there's also material on curricular integration and assessment. So again, the teacher resources, this is the course description, there's a video overview of the course, learning outcomes. And then if you scroll down a little bit more on the teacher resource, we have a couple of things that I want to highlight. We have a section called curriculum connections. And then we also have like a comprehensive teacher guide and also dig into that a little bit. And then below that, lesson materials. This curricular connections document helps teachers understand like what are the specific connections to these different core subject areas. So they can keep those in mind as they are teaching the course, and they can also highlight these at appropriate times for their students so that they see this course, App Designer Studio, not just as like a kind of an isolated specialty course, but that it actually is helping them develop their skills in language arts, in math, in social studies, and science in specific ways. And then I also mentioned the teacher's guide. This is a sample teacher's guide for, in this case, for App Designer Studio. This one is a 19-page document that has a lot of detail on various things for a teacher who wants to kind of get information in this format. Everything from learning outcomes to timing to kind of like tips for each specific modules. So if we were to kind of flip through a little farther into this document, this is kind of the level of detail that we have for like on a module level. So for module 1, it has things on general preparation, lesson preparation, kind of how to facilitate each activity, the timing for each activity. Like all of these things are contained in the teacher guides for all of our foundation courses. And then the teacher resources also include like projects, quizzes and discussions by module. So all of these are included in our foundation courses. And so this is an example of this, and you can see the different quizzes and assignments here. In this case, for App Designer Studio, this is Activity 2, Principles of Design, and like looking at what does good design look like. And in this case, there's a short video that's included by Dieter Rams, very famous designer, and the person who created the 10 Principles of Design. And so that's the kind of material that's included in these courses. And then I'll also just highlight like some of the major projects that are included in the course. Here's an example where there's an activity on actually building your app. So you have throughout this course, students have been exposed to different kind of pieces of things like problem statements, storyboards, screen flow. And so they're incorporating all these things that they've learned along the way in the course into their final projects and actually building an app. And then kind of supporting them in the building of their app. And then they share their app. They share their prototype of their app with a person and to get feedback on it. If you're interested in learning more, please do contact us. We're happy to schedule a call with you to do kind of a deep dive with you and understand your school's needs, and then help you kind of explore our resources further.